we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Set. Cougar 19. Huh. Ready. 70 Timber. Hut, go. Set up. 60 by 6. Set up. Ready. Viking 18. Tug out. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. Check up. Let's go. 19 charge. Ready.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some room to run now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Colts.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. They go play action with Richardson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Let's go. Ready.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got room to roam. And just shutting him off there. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. At this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown to Indianapolis. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons have 3 and 8 on the year, and they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And power running here down the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
7-7, our score after 1. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Falcons, first down. First and goal. That's a 9-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot 70. Go.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On the jump.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Caught. It's Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Richardson to throw. Down the field, he's got one. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Mitchell. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's down into the red zone. At the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson. That's complete to Downs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First
Come on,
and 10
come on.
at the 49-yard line.
70 line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down,
Let's go.
Colts.
60 Bison.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They run once more with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get it.
And the Colts.
Viking 18. Go.
All the option to give to Taylor here. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert. Let's go now. Ready?
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Hey, check that. Ready?
Running left, Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Viking 18. Here we go.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Juwan Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They got a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Robinson toss play left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well,
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now it's Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
Richardson looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. James Pierce. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Richardson. Running the slant, and he finds Mitchell. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking for the slot man, and he's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Robinson up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That's a screen play here for Carter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready? Chap 60, chap 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Again, it's Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Alert! Alert! Go!
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
19 tight.
Here's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you've got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Come on.
Now Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Ah, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. The York on now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Colts 31, Falcons 24.
The York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. This is Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.